Hey and welcome to the Daily Man United News Show. Let's begin with our daily news. Manchester United make decision on struggling star David de Gea. Manchester United looks set to stick with David de Gea for the time being, despite his horror show of a performance in the 4-0 defeat away to Brentford yesterday. The Red Devils were all over the place in yesterday's humiliating Premier League result, with De Gea particularly poor on the first two goals. Still, Fabrizio Romano admits it's a difficult market for goalkeepers this summer, and either way, it seems Erik Ten Hag and Man United have decided to stick with their current number one. De Gea has generally had a superb career at Old Trafford, though in recent times he's had one or two more disappointing moments. Romano, however, insists it's pretty clear that United's main problem are in other areas of their squad. At the moment, Manchester United sources only confirmed that they want to believe in De Gea. Ten Hag was clear, and the club is also of the same opinion. Romano said, "This summer has been very quiet for the goalkeeper market. In 2023, there may be new opportunities. In my opinion, De Gea made big mistakes, but last year he was key for Man United. I think it's clear the biggest problems are in the other positions. Man United fans will hope De Gea can recover his best form, as when he's on the top of his game, he's a real asset for this club. At the same time, though, his world-class shot-stopping is just one side of the modern game, whereas his playing out from the back looks like it leaves plenty to be desired." Erik Ten Hag hits out at Manchester United team for not taking responsibility. Speaking in the post-match interview to Sky after Manchester United's loss to Brentford, as quoted by popular Italian journalist Fabrizio Romano, Manchester United boss Erik Ten Hag hit out at the players for not playing the game with belief and taking responsibility like he had asked them to. Manchester United had a shocker of a night at the Getch Community System where they lost 4-0 to Brentford. The most shocking aspect of the game was the fact that the Red Devils showed absolutely no fight. The Bees were all over the Red Devils within 38 minutes of the game, putting the ball 4 times past David de Gea into the net. Ten Hag tried to shake up things by making as many as 3 half-time substitutions, but yesterday was just not Manchester United's day. The Dutch tactician's tactics also came under the microscope, with the Red Devils struggling to play out from the back but still insistent on doing that. This is one of the examples where the Dutch tactician made a mistake as a manager last night. There were other instances like starting Lisandro Martinez against a side as physical as Brentford. The former Ajax man really struggled against the Bees. It came as absolutely no surprise that the Red Devils manager hooked off the Argentinian along with Luke Shaw and Fred at halftime. Speaking about his team's performance, Ten Hag was far from happy. "The team has to take the responsibility. I feel sorry for the fans. I asked them to play with belief and take responsibility. That is what they didn't do." 2 games into the season, and if Erik Ten Hag did not know already, he will now know the enormity of the task in his hands. Rebuilding Man United is far from easy, and the Dutch tactician has not gotten off the best start. Ten Hag was asked about the new signings. He responded by saying, "New signings? Yes, we need new players and quality players. We will try and convince them to join us. Only when we stick together, we will overcome it. The manager is the main responsibility, and I take that." Gary Neville slams Glazers for bleeding Manchester United dry. Gary Neville demands the Glazer family come to Manchester to explain what their plan is for Manchester United's future, because the days ahead look bleak for Erik Ten Hag and the team. The former United captain, speaking after the game, went on rant about the club's owners and said that they have done serious damage over the past 17 years. "We know they will continue to do that forever, long they remain in charge." United suffered successive defeats after an embarrassing 4-0 loss to Brentford on Saturday. It has been clear to see that Ten Hag doesn't have the players to compete with the likes of Liverpool and Man City, and over the course of this summer, we have not gone any closer to those teams yet. That is the standard we need to reach. Neville said the following on Sky Sports: "There is a family in America that is letting its employees take the blame They need to get on a plane to Manchester and explain what the plan is. We never will have the Glazers here. The only money that has been spent on a player has been generated by the club. The Glazers have borrowed and used the revenue the club generates through its amazing fan base. Us four could buy the club tomorrow and spend the same money. My point is there has been a toxic culture at this club for the last 10 years. Since Alex Ferguson and David Gill left, it's a mess and it cannot continue to go on. The embedded failure over a 10 period has to come back to the owner. I blamed Woodward for a long time, but the Glazers left him in situ. They haven't dealt with the football ground which is rusting. They need $1 billion for the stadium and probably a few $100 million for the training facilities. They were cash rich a few years ago. Now they are struggling. Something has to give. It's time to get our club back. Adrien Rabiu personal terms reported to be agreed should be confirmed today. Manchester United have agreed personal terms with Adrien Rabiu and are poised to make him their fourth signing of the summer, according to an RMC Sport journalist. A €17 million fee has been agreed between the Red Devils and Juventus for the French international, but following a meeting between United's director of football Jan Murtoff and Rabiot's mother agent Veronique, there was still a small gap to bridge in terms of salary expectations. United were reported to be offering around £138,000 per week, with Rabiot demanding around £163,000 per week. However, Belgian sporter Sacha Tavolieri, replying to a tweet from @MUFC MPP, which was breaking his own story, confirmed that agreement has now been reached. Manchester United have reached a total agreement with Adrien Rabiot's mother, Veronique, on personal terms, at MUFC MPP wrote, citing the journalist. And in the opposite way, as Juve was waiting for an agreement between Rabiot and Man United, transfer of Leandro Paredes to Juventus should also experience rapid progress, Tavolieri tweeted in reply. The problem of commissions due to the mother of Rabiot, which took time in the discussions, now settled. However, CalcioMercato.com's version of events suggests that he has jumped the gun a little, but perhaps only by a few hours. On Sunday, new contacts are expected with the French entourage. Concluding the negotiation with Mother Veronique as quickly as possible is now a priority on the agenda, the Italian outlet reports. Previous reports had suggested that talks would be resumed on Monday, but United's humiliating performance against Brentford yesterday demands some sort of response from the club. It's possible that Tavolieri is right and that agreement was reached, perhaps by phone, last night, with the meeting scheduled today to formalize. Transfer guru Fabrizio Romano confirms there is an effort to resolve the situation quickly, but does not go into specifics, saying, Manchester United want to push for Adrien Rabiu as a new round of talks will take place soon with his mother and agent Veronique. All parties involved are now really confident to get the deal done. Manchester United can sign Morata for £29.6 million. Manchester United have inquired about Atletico Madrid forward Alvaro Morata. The Red Devils have been told that the Spain international would cost around £29.6 million, according to the Athletic. Atletico Madrid are keen on offloading Morata's £200,000 a week salary. United getting the 29-year-old is a genuine possibility in the coming weeks. The Spanish giants would be open to sending the former Real Madrid forward on loan. United appear to be interested in bolstering their front line. However, moves for Mauro Icardi and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang have been discarded. The Manchester-based club need reinforcement. Cristiano Ronaldo is still at the club, but his future is uncertain. The Portugal international ended the last season as our highest goal-getter. The other options at Erik ten Hag's disposal are Marcus Rashford, Jadon Sancho, and Anthony Elanga. Alejandro Garnacho is also someone the Dutch manager could turn to if need be. United evidently lack a goal scorer when Ronaldo is not on the pitch. Our other forwards didn't contribute enough in the previous campaign. Most failed to cross the double-figure mark for goals and assists. Morata has been at many top clubs in his career. He was at Juventus in the previous 2 seasons. During the 2021 campaign, the Spaniard scored 20 goals and provided 12 assists for the Old Lady in all competitions in 44 appearances. in the last campaign. The 29-year-old featured in 48 matches. Morata scored 12 goals and gave 9 assists in all competitions. Morata is also a regular for Luis Enrique's Spain national team. In addition, the 29-year-old is an important member of the current Atletico side. In 56 caps, the Atletico striker has 26 goals. While Morata isn't the most prolific, United are in need of someone to back up our attackers. It'd be wise to bring in someone with the ability to make an impact off the bench. Erik Ten Hag's refusal to give up on Frenkie de Jong forces halt on Man United transfer plan. Erik Ten Hag's conviction that Frenkie de Jong is the player to lead Manchester United's renaissance is behind the club's inertia in the transfer market. Ten Hag was handed a £150 million budget on his arrival at Old Trafford earlier this summer and immediately asked for 6 new signings to begin a major rebuild. He was also told any money raised by departures would be added to his kitty. Ten Hag made de Jong his number 1 target and believes that Holland's midfield playmaker will choose United ahead of Chelsea in a straight choice between the 2 Premier League clubs. United have a £72 million agreement in place with Barcelona to sign de Jong, but the 25-year-old is refusing to give up on a £17 million indefinite wages to make the move happen. The settlement has now been dragging on for weeks, but Ten Hag has been reluctant to tell United to press the button on any further incoming deals because he is worried it would strip him of the finances to sign de Jong. United's manager has told the club that de Jong is a world-class talent with the technique and vision to become the leader of his team. Barcelona boss Xavi has told de Jong that he doesn't feature in his plan, and his decision to only use the Dutchman as a substitute defender during the club's pre-season tour of the USA was regarded as a humiliating slap in the face, and yesterday in Barcelona match, de Jong was on the bench. United have lined up a £15 million plus add-ons deal for Juventus midfielder Adrien Rabiu, but if they land the Frenchman, it will not alter their stance on de Jong. Rabiu, £160,000 a week wage demands are currently deemed to be excessive, as revealed by the Sunday Mirror last weekend. Ten Hag has also targeted PSV Eindhoven forward Cody Gakpo. The United boss has already spoken to the 23-year-old Dutch Footballer of the Year. Ten Hag explained the financial tightrope he's walking to Gakpo and is aware that PSV will not cash in on the player anyway until their Champions League fate is decided. United have spent £65 million bringing in Lisandro Martinez from Ajax and Tyrell Malacia from Feyenoord, while Christian Eriksen arrived as a free agent. Ten Hag inherited a squad that has been stripped of out-of-contract players like Paul Pogba, Jesse Lingard, Edinson Cavani and Juan Mata, while Nemanja Matic has been allowed to leave and Dean Henderson and Alex Telles have gone on loan. United's only sale has been the £8.5 million departure of Andreas Pereira to Fulham, and there have been no takers for Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Eric Bailly or Phil Jones. De Jong's future is the key to Ten Hag's plans. Barcelona have told him to leave and that he would have to take a significant pay cut to stay. According to recent reports via Count Offside, the former Ajax midfielder has recently informed his Barcelona teammates that he could end up moving to Manchester United. That's according to Spanish outlet Sport, who claim the 25-year-old midfielder may have finally conceded that his long-term future lies away from the Camp Nou. I will be uploading daily Man United news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.